Good food, good sleep. Consumption is something that greatly impacts our sleep, and therefore we should take food and our consumption behavior very seriously. So let's take a look at how I personally provide my body with the good food in order to get good sleep. Well, if you eat things, you will need to digest it, and proper digestion requires energy, right? It's a process that requires immense energy of your body, and we need to see it that way. If you digest food that you just ate, you will have less blood flow and less energy available for the brain. So the more demand we put on our digestive system while we sleep, the less resources we can allocate towards making sure all the processes to achieve a restful sleep are executed properly. So what you should do in order to make this easier is avoid foods that are taxing to digest, right? These are high in saturated fats, sugar, and simple carbohydrates. Also avoid eating close to bedtime. I mean, personally, I try to give myself 2 hours before going to sleep. But in case you are hitting the buffet, for example, during the Christmas or the holiday season, you should try to finish 4 hours before bed, because that is how long it typically takes to digest a big meal. I have some other rules that I personally use to really make sure that I make the right choices when I am doing groceries. For example, I eat small portions throughout the day. I try to avoid sugars and carbohydrates. I eat fresh and I avoid the food that was processed. So personally, I perceive food as fuel for my body, right? It's the fuel that gives me the energy to do the things I do during the day. And when I saw and perceived food in that perspective rather than something that gave me some nice taste on the short term, things get way more easy, right? So food is fuel. Food is not a short term taste booster like a candy or like a sweet. Some other rules that I encourage you to implement are: eat the rainbow. Ensure that you eat different colored vegetables and fruits. Avoid doing groceries while you're hungry and use a shopping list, because supermarkets are in the end intended to sell you as much stuff as possible, and most of the time you do not need it and it is bad for your body. So use a food schedule. Prepare what you will eat for the whole week. It makes things way more easy when you're doing groceries. And last but not least, choose some fixed vegetables and fruits and put them where you can see them. Bon appetit!